And for the final major dollar pairs, we've got USD Swiss, USD Yen, and USD CAD. Starting off with USD Swiss on the daily time frame, we can see we've had a break of structure in towards the downside with our swing high and our swing low. We've come up and we've liquidated the major high within the overall impulse before then seeing that demand chain and structure forming in towards the downside. Moving down onto the 4 hour time frame, what we can see is we had the initial break in towards the downside here, followed by another break in towards the downside over here. So this is our current swing high, and this is our current swing low. We are starting to see a nice demand chain that is currently still pushing price in towards the upside. Again, this is most definitely off the back of the dollar gaining a lot of strength with the hot inflation data, as well as the peace talk deterioration with Iran. So what I'm looking for on USD Swiss at the moment is not really a lot. It's not a pair I'm actively trading. I do think that this demand zone will again push price in towards the upside. I do think we will see another break of structure. But again, it's a pair that I do see there to be some major downside once we see a resolution in the Middle East, because on the daily time frame, as you can see, it is very bearish and looks like it is ready for another drive in towards the downside. If we move on to USD Yen, I'm still not looking to trade this with the risk of inflation and these rather large wicks here that are definitely stop hunting. The only position that I do potentially see is if we break this high, a nice big intervention push in towards the downside. There's been a lot of news released yesterday from the Bank of Japan stating that they're ready to take decisive action on the forex markets. So I am anticipating that at any point within the near future, we will see another intervention which will cause USD JPY to dump it heavily in towards the downside. Finally, moving on to USD CAD on the daily time frame, we've got our break of structure in towards the downside with our swing high and our swing low. We liquidated this high here before seeing a nice strong sell-off in towards the downside. If we move down onto the 4 hour time frame though, we are technically swing bullish with a break of structure over here. So this is our swing low and this is our swing high. This this supply chain, sorry, that was pushing price in towards the downside has now failed. And if we move down onto the 1 hour time frame, what we can see is we have a nice demand chain that is currently pushing price in towards the upside. So what I'm anticipating on this pair today is still this zone to hold, push price up. I am still favoring at a minimum to take out this high over here. So any break up, I'll be looking for the retest of the demand zone that was newly formed to then look for the upside continuation to target this pool of liquidity.